today. From Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On play action, it's Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards, 31 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Oh, nice move. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
He was taken at the 50-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. 2nd and 15. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Now Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Quentin Jefferson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback. On play action, now Carr. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Vegas. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Carr to throw again, escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Now he'll escape to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said. This touchdown, can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
It's complete. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Oh, what a move. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing is Carr on third down. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. To the air again, Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Here's A.J. Cole now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Here's Powell on the return. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now Stafford and the Rams down 21-17, 25 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance.